Hello, it's that bad old atheist Mo, cherry picker again. All he wants to do is shout out Old Testament verses to hurt my feelings and shit. So, I'm an atheist, anti-religionist. I'm gonna make fun of your religion. I'm gonna cuss and smoke, make fun of your religion. You got a problem with that? Go ahead and go. I mark this not for kids. 18 plus crowd. Your 18 plus crowd who were like Christian children. You got your age 58 crowd who are still like Christian children. Your 68, 78 crowd who still believe in this bullcrap. Like, I got a 67-year-old brother, a 69-year-old sister who still believes in there really wasn't Adam and Eve. There really was a Noah. There's an Abraham and an Isaac and a Jacob and Elijah. And there's a Jesus. You believe in that bull crap. Let me tell you, it's only a stack of paper. It's all a stack of paper that you refuse to open. Take it from an atheist who opens the thing and is going to make fun of you for not reading it. So, that I do not endorse this book or advocate the use of the words of this book. I'm an atheist. I use this book as a weapon against itself. It's all evil. It's all lies. I'm capital NOT. I'm not a pastor. I'm an activist against this evil, despicable book. Now, bad old atheist Mo is just an Old Testament cherry picker. Who is the Old Testament cherry picker when they set up the 10 Commandments from the courthouse and the Freedom from Religion organization kind of got it pulled away, and I can't show my fucking 10 Commandments in the courthouse or libraries or town center or anywhere. My 10 Commandments. I can't display my 10 Commandments anywhere, and it's hurting my feelings, even though I don't even read the 10 Commandments. Christians always barking, my 10 Commandments, put them up. I want to put on a pedestal in front of the court building right now, my 10 Commandments. You know I got my rights. Okay, they think that they're religious spectacles, their images supposed to count as something, when it's just a stack of paper that's made up bullshit, some kind of fucking bullshit that was supposed to happen a couple thousand years ago. So let's go through here. 10 Commandments that you don't read. Okay, Exodus 20 verses 1 onward to wherever the fuck it stops. And God, what if you're very newly introduced to this? And God, you say, and God, as if we're supposed to fucking know what this fucking God is. What is a God? What is a God? Any Christian viewer, comment in live chat. What is your God? And God spoke all these words, saying, What'd you say? I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the hand of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, which is a big major contradiction video just in that. Now we start off with the 10 Commandments, which is all pompous ass fucking. Your God is a pompous ass narcissist, self-absorbed, egotistical, genocidal, maniacal, whatever. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. There's no other gods. That includes your Jesus character, right? No other gods other than me. That means eliminate your Jesus character. Fuck you. There is no Jesus in Exodus 20, right? Thou shalt not make any graven images. You shall not make any graven images. Eliminates your Jesus character right there. Or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. That means any artwork or painting ever. Your God does not like Michelangelo, because without Michelangelo, we would not have the floating white bearded fairy up there on top of the clouds. You wouldn't have this Chris Christopherson fucking looking bearded character. This white dude plastered onto a fucking couple boards, and he was a carpenter, something like that, right? Wasn't he? Oh, hi, Kevin. This can be a long video because I got dozens of verses to go through. I'm only started. I'm trying to explain the silly ass character Jesus is, and how we're going through the 10 Commandments as an intro. I've only gone through the 10 Commandments, and there's maybe another hour of video to go. It's going to be a lengthy one. I might do 36 verses of video. So if you don't want to stick around for more than an hour, tune in as long as you want. First commandment is no other gods before me. That eliminates the Jesus character. And then you don't have any graven images. That means your Jesus cross, your church building, or the paintings of Michelangelo of the white bearded guy up in the clouds with all the fucking angels, all that mighty artwork of Michelangelo. And the second commandment of the 10 Commandments says, you shall not make any graven images, any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above or is in the earth beneath, the water under the earth. Thou shalt bow down. Thou shalt not bow down to any of them. That means not to pinpoint or bash on a certain religion, but Catholic, which I was raised Catholic. I was raised Catholic, but I didn't get any extreme indoctrination. My family decided to quit church after I was born. But I adopted Christianity myself in my 20s. By the time I was 30, I dumped religion. I spit in its face. I spit in the book and said, fuck you. I'm more moral than this book. And I am. I'll show you. First and second commandment are the 10 commandments. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Now thou shalt not make any graven images of any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or the earth beneath, or in the waters below. Nothing. I don't want any artist representation of anything. And what the fuck is this Jesus cross that you're bowing down before? Oh. Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down myself to them. He wasted 3 verses about you're not supposed to bow down to another God. You're not supposed to bow down to another God. You're not supposed to bow down to another God. He is like so clingy. He's so covetous. He's like a jealous girlfriend that doesn't want you even look at another woman. You're all mine, only mine. That's it. No one but me. No one but me. You know what? He doesn't even mention that Jesus in Exodus 20, does he? Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Fuck you, asshole motherfucker. Don't say fucking goddamn it or Jesus fucking Christ. Don't say that shit because you're not supposed to take the Lord God's name in vain. God damn it. Remember the Sabbath day. Sabbath day. When you are running out of gas, going to church, you're gonna go service the gas station attendant who works on fucking Sunday. Meanwhile, someone in Numbers 15, 32 to 36 got stoned to death for picking up sticks. I think you did a little bit more than picking up sticks, didn't you? Exodus 20, verse 9. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. 6 days you shall do all your work. There's another big contradiction video there. We'll go on. But the 7th day, the Sabbath day of the Lord thy God, thou shalt not do any work. What if someone fell into a well and you had to throw a rope down and try to rescue them? That's a lot of hard work. If someone got in a car accident, no. Don't even call 911. No, because they'll have to work. Okay. Honor thy father and thy mother, that your days may be long upon the land. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, nor covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his maidservant, manservant, nor anything that is neighbor's. I have to skip over that now because of Exodus 20. Verse 4, thou shalt not make any graven image. Jeremiah 10, 1 through wherever. Hear ye the word which the Lord spoken unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. When you pray, do you look up? Hey, there's stars up there. He doesn't want you to look at stars. Isn't there a cloudy mist up there? Do you notice that? There's stars up there. Do you notice that? Do you notice the atmosphere? Do you notice that? He says, no, I don't like that. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of the heavens. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Oh, my mind's been tricked because I've been looking at stars too much. I might not think about the Lord too much anymore, would I? I got one like and one viewer. Thank you, one viewer. Say hi. Okay, for the custom of the people are in vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman, and the workman with the axe, he cutteth a tree down in the forest. Now what's the big fucking deal about that? Let's find out. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Da, 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 da. This is Christmas tree. Christmas tree. Da, 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 da. Christmas tree. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and hammer it that it move not. It's going to stand upright. They're upright as a palm tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. But they speak not. Trees are not going to talk to you. They stand upright. They speak not because they're a fucking tree. That's what. They must needs to be born. They must needs to be born. I think they're not alive. Because they cannot go. And do not be afraid of them. For they cannot do evil, neither can they do any good. Oh, yeah, trees cannot do evil or good. They cannot move, they cannot talk. No shit. Where are we now? For as there is none like unto thee, O Lord, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of the nations? For thee hath appertained for as much as among all the wise men of the nations and all the kingdoms there are none. They're ass kissing God right there in that last verse. Let's go on to something else. I don't like trees. I don't like images. I don't like nothing. I'm the Lord God who saved you out of the land of Egypt, which is a fucking lie. It's a bunch of fucking bunk. I saved you from this. I saved you from that. Yeah, maybe in some cases where you have your few jack off friends, but everyone else, fuck you. Right? Exodus 20. Exodus 20. Exodus 20. Exodus 20, verse 4. Thou shalt not make thee any graven images. Do not make graven images at all. That means your fucking idolization of a fucking half-naked dude hammered and nailed onto a couple pieces of wood. A bloody pulp, zombie ghost kind of fucking character of fucking Jesus. That he says, do not make any graven images. He spends like the first 3 commandments on graven images. And then he wants to say how fucking important the Sabbath is. And that he killed a fucking guy in Numbers 15. Please remember the Sabbath. Always. Or else. Numbers 15:31, because he hath despised the word of the Lord and hath broken his commandment, that should utterly be cut off, and iniquity shall be upon them. And 32, and while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that was gathering sticks on the Sabbath day. They that had found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron and unto all the congregation, and apprehend this guy. He was gathering little bits of sticks and bringing fucking Moses, Aaron, and all the congregation. Yeah. And they put him in the ward because they did not declare what should be done to him. Now the Lord God says to Moses, bing. The Lord says to Moses, how come it's always the Lord who talks to Moses? Why can't he talk to everyone else all at the same time? Why not? What's the big secret? I just tell everybody. He has to tell the special whacked out goofball named Moses. So the Lord says to him. And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones. The congregation will stone him with stones without the camp. And they stoned him until stones that he died, as the Lord commanded Moses. That's a lot of fucking hard work now. Now, he's gathering sticks. He's gathering a little bundle of sticks. Maybe he needs a fire to be warm or to cook a little bit of food. No fires or food on my Sabbath day. I don't give a fuck about your little bitty sticks. I'll fucking kill you. But meanwhile, I say don't work on Sabbath day. But all my dudes over here are piling up big rock piles. I'm working really hard on getting some rock piles going. And they're going to work really hard at fucking throwing stones at you till you die. I say they're doing some really hard work. The penalty for gathering a little bit of sticks on a Sabbath day is you're gonna fucking die. I don't want anyone to work on Sunday except for those fucking rock throwers and stone gatherers. Shit like that, Exodus 20. Exodus 20. Mm-hmm. Mark 5. Exodus 20, verse 4. Thou shalt not make any graven images. Second commandment. Okay. Isaiah 40. 19 through 20. The workman melteth up a graven image, and the goldsmith spreadeth it over with gold, and cast it with silver chains. There's a blacksmith putting something together that has some fucking silver and gold chains. He that is so impoverished that he hath no oblation, he chooses a tree that shall not rot. You ever notice that the evergreen tree does not lose its leaves in the winter climate? They keep their needles in the winter. He chooses a tree that will not rot. It's surviving the winter season because it's a fir. It's an evergreen tree. He chooses a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image that shall not be moved. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. He says, oh, hey, they're doing this and they're doing that and they're doing the other thing, which I don't fucking like. See what go on. And we're going to skip over to 41:19. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar shittah tree, and the myrtle, and the oil tree. I will set in the desert the fir tree, and the pine, and the box tree, all together, that they may see and know and consider, understand together that the hand of the Lord had done this, and that the Holy One of Israel have created it. He created the trees. But didn't he say he fucking hates fucking Christmas trees? In Jeremiah 10, 1 through 8. Jeremiah 10, I hate Christmas trees very much, but here, didn't I say I created trees? In Isaiah 41, verse 20, I created the trees. The Lord says he created the trees, but he hates the fucking trees, doesn't he? You're just a damn Old Testament cherry picker, aren't you, Mo? Here we go to New Testament stuff. Oh, yippee-yi-yay. He's going to New Testament now, isn't he? As if that's fucking any better. Galatians 3:10. For as many as are the works of the law under the curse, for as many as are of the works of the law are under a curse. For it is written, cursed everyone that continueth not all things which are written in the book of the law and do them. That means the Old Testament does count. He says, you're supposed to do them. Galatians 3, verse 13. Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. For it is written. Here is a New Testament verse that's going to quote an Old Testament verse. The Old Testament doesn't count, Mo. The Old Testament doesn't count, Mo. It's invalid because of Jesus. Well, what does it say in 3:13 of Galatians, which is going to quote Old Testament? Christ hath redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us, for it is written, cursed is everyone who hangeth on a tree. Cursed is the one who hangeth on a tree. And it started off with the word Christ. Tree. Christ, tree. He hates trees. He hates graven images. For it is written. Where is it written? It's written in Deuteronomy 21. Galatians 3:13 quotes and cross references Deuteronomy 21. His body shall not remain all night upon the tree, but thou shalt in any wise way bury him that day. If someone's hanging all night on a tree, once the sun comes up, say it's morning, I want you to bury it right there, right same day. They didn't do that with Jesus, did they? Didn't they just throw him in a cave? A cave, not buried. You roll a big stone there. This is a crucifixion story in Deuteronomy 21. His body shall not remain all night upon the tree. So anyways, we bury him that day. Genesis 40, verse 19. What makes your Jesus so special? He's not the only crucifixion story. There's other crucifixion stories. There's dozens of crucifixion stories. He was not the only crucifix. All crucifixions matter. There could be dozens of them in the fucking book. How do you fucking know? You don't fucking read it, do you? What makes your Jesus so special when there's dozens of other crucifixion stories? Genesis 40, verse 19. Yet within 3 days shall Pharaoh lift up thy head from off of thee, and shall hang thee on a tree, and the birds shall eat thy flesh from off of thee. That means that he not only is he going to crucify you, but he's going to decapitate your head and put it on a stake for bird food. In Genesis 40, verse 19. Deuteronomy 21. $22. And if a man committed a sin worthy of death, and he be to put and to death, and to hang him on a tree, someone who's worthy of death, you can hang him on a tree. Deuteronomy 21, verse 22. If a man committed a sin that you think is worthy of death, Deuteronomy 21, verse 22. Deuteronomy 21, 23. His body shall not remain all night on the tree. Isaiah 41:19. Oops, passed it up. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, the shittah tree, and the myrtle, and the oil tree. I will set the desert, the fir tree, and the pine, and the box tree together. But no. Verse 20 of Isaiah 41, that they may see and know and consider and understand together that the hand of the Lord had done this, and the Holy One of Israel had created it. No, Exodus 20. Your 10 Commandments, Exodus 20. Exodus 20, verse 4, second commandment. You shall not make any graven images. Oh, plant in the wilderness the shittah tree, the myrtle, and the oil tree. I will set them in the desert, the fir tree, and the pine, and the box tree together, that they may see these images. What the fuck? So you can see these images. Thou shalt not make any graven images that is in any likeness of any fucking likeness, any artwork, any pictures, a picture of somebody, a drawing of somebody. Everything is a graven image. But look at these lovely trees I got. All right. And you know the maker of the trees is your God. I'm the maker of the trees, but I said I hate Christmas trees. He said he hates Christmas trees. I made the trees. And I made the trees. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the silence of the heavens. Do not pray up to the stars. Do not do it. He says, you're like a heathen. Heathens look up at the stars. I don't want you to do it. Do not be dismayed at the signs of the heavens. Do not be dismayed. For the custom of people are in vain, for they cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands, the workman with the axe. And they deck it with silver and gold, and fasten it with nails, so that it shall not be moved. They are upright as a palm tree, but speak not. They must needs to be born. They're not alive. They can't talk to you. He hates his Christmas trees. Acts 5:30. Acts 5:30 is the New Testament when we get to it. Acts chapter 5, verse 30. The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom he slew and hung on a tree. It didn't say anything about cross. It said tree. He's the creator of trees, but then he hates trees. He's the creator of trees. That's Isaiah 40 and 41. He's the creator of trees. But I hate trees in Jeremiah 10. Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. Galatians 3:13. Then goes to Deuteronomy 21:23. Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. Old Testament, New Testament, same verse. Cursed the one who hangs on a tree. Deuteronomy. Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. Galatians. Then I fucking hate trees. Jeremiah 10. Then he says, cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. In the book of Acts, which is the New Testament. The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom he slew. Means your God killed Jesus. He slew him. Bam! You're going to hang on a fucking tree. How ironic. A carpenter gets nailed to a couple pieces of wood. He was such a magic guy throughout his whole fucking life that nothing hurt him. Nothing hurt him at all. Until there was 3 nails and 2 pieces of wood. And he was done for. Just for a little short. He didn't even spend a weekend. It's like a day and a half for your sins. Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. Galatians 3:10. For as many are the works of the law. For as many as the works of the law, you're talking about the Old Testament. You are under a curse, for it is written, cursed is everyone that does not continue in all things which are written in the book and do them. You're supposed to do everything. You're supposed to do everything. It includes all the commandments, all the Old Testament, all the New Testament. You're supposed to fucking study these fucking commandments. You're supposed to do them. Galatians 3:10. Galatians 3:13. Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law. Now Paul is contradicting himself. A couple verses earlier, he said, you're supposed to do all the commandments and do them. But now, 2 verses later, don't even worry about the law. The Old Testament doesn't count anymore because Christ has redeemed us from the fucking law. Yeah. Dumb shit. Screwy dumb shit that you got fucking wrong. That, cursed is everyone who hangs on a tree, which he is quoting Deuteronomy 21, 22, and 23. Cursed is everyone who hangs on a tree. Matthew 22:32. $22, $32. I made a mistake, error. Matthew 27:40. And saying, thou hast destroyed the temple and built it up in 3 days. Save thyself. If thou be the Son of God, come down from the cross. If you be a Son of God, surely you have the power to just come down off the cross. Matthew 27:40. Mark 15:30. Save thyself and come down from off your cross. Off your cross. Before it was like, I hung him on a tree. I hung him on a tree. I hung him on a tree. Now maybe we have a couple references to cross. How special. We say tree, 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 tree. Then we get a couple references to cross. I think those are the only 2 references to cross that I'm going to have. Maybe. But there's more crucifixion stories. Your Jesus was not the only crucifixion story. There's at least a dozen more or more something. I got 3 viewers. I was going with 1 for a long time. Thank you. You missed out on a lot if you're just tuning in, because been shouting my lungs out for 50 minutes. You got me at a little break time, tired point. It's tiring. I shouted out a dozen verses over and over again or so. Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. Deuteronomy 21, 22, 23. Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. Galatians 3:13. I hate Christmas trees. Jeremiah 10, 1 through 7. But I created the trees. 41, 19 and 20 of Isaiah. I created the trees, Isaiah 41, 19 and 20. I created them. Look how lovely they are. Look at them. But then I don't want any graven images in your 10 commandments, your second commandment that says, I don't want any graven images, but look at these trees. Look at these trees. And he says, I hate fucking trees. I hate fucking trees. I'm Catholic traditionalist. I don't believe in your bullshit, man. Yeah. Okay. Your Jesus is a make-believe character. It's like your Frosted Lucky Charms, your leprechaun, where he's magically delicious. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. They're great. Yeah. I eat Frosted Flakes. It's great. Like I'm a tiger. It's like the tiger in me. And I have to have my Frosted Lucky Charms because they're magically delicious. I think that's more special than your Jesus. All right. Cursed is everyone who hangs on a tree. Cursed is everyone who hangs on a tree. Frosted Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. I eat Frosted Flakes. It brings out the tiger in me. Rawr. Did you take your Flintstone vitamins? Okay, Mark 15:30. Save thyself and come down from the cross. Mark 15:32. Let Christ the King of Israel descend now from the cross, we may see and believe. And they that were crucified with him reviled him. They that were crucified with him, there's two others. How come the other two didn't do something magically delicious, something fucking special? There's two other guys. They didn't have any magic powers to do anything for you. Catholic traditionalist, you're in the wrong channel because I do not believe in a fairy tale God at all. Prove to me that your God is real. Do it. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Yeah, prove that to me. How can you prove Genesis 1:1 right now? Who is the God? He made sure he's the fourth letter in the fucking book. Someone who's new to the Bible, someone who's new to Christianity is going to pick up the book and is going to say, I am the Lord your God. What the fuck is a God? Tell me right now. Catholic traditionalist. I'm giving you a chance. Sometimes I just mute and block people. If you're not going to do anything, answer the question about how you can prove Genesis 1:1. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Prove it. How are we supposed to know what the fourth word is? What is a God? G-O-D. What is it? You're wasting my video time. I don't like blocking people or removing people or anything like that. But I gave you a chance to try to prove Genesis 1:1. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God. Fourth word. How are we supposed to know what a God is? Tell me now. If you don't tell me, then you're useless in this live chat. You're just trolling on me to disrupt my video when I'm only partway through and it's going on an hour. You're just going to get a break time now. Thank you for the 1 like and the 2 viewers so far. There's this guy in the live chat who was fucking yank off for God. And I gave him a chance to debate and he didn't do it, so some time out. Hide user from the channel. Prove Genesis 1:1, you're invited back on the channel. Prove Genesis 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God. I'm a new reader of the Bible, and I don't even know what the fuck God is. In the beginning, God. 4 words. I don't know what a God is. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. I want to know. In the beginning, God. As if we're supposed to fucking know what that really is right now. We don't know. We just picked up the fucking book out of curiosity. No one's even told us about a God or a Jesus. And then you're supposed to say, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. As if that's supposed to mean something fucking special or something. And cursed everyone who hangs on a tree. Galatians 3:13. some troll like commoners distracted me and threw me off. Why did I allow that to happen? Galatians 3, verse 13. Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. For it is written, cursed is everyone who hangs on a tree. For it is written, cursed is everyone who hangs on a tree. When you say Galatians 3:13, they're really talking about Deuteronomy 21. Deuteronomy 21. Lord fucking bitch. (22 and 23). And if a man hath committed a sin worthy of death, and he be put to death, thou shalt hang him on a tree. His body shall not remain all night upon the tree. Deuteronomy 19, 5 and 6. As when a man goeth into the wood with his neighbor to hew wood. A man goes into the woods with his neighbor. They're going to hew up wood. They're going to chop up wood, right? And his hand fetcheth a stroke with the axe to cut down the tree. And all of a sudden, your neighbor's head gets in there. All of a sudden, your neighbor trips and falls, and his head is there instead of you striking the fucking tree. His head slippeth from the health. Then you lightened up your neighbor. He lightened up your neighbor. If your neighbor happens to trip and fall, and his neck is in the way of your axe to cut the tree, you lightened up your neighbor. Deuteronomy 19, 5 and 6. Deuteronomy 19, 5 and 6. As when a man goeth into the wood with his neighbor to hew wood, and his hand fetcheth a stroke with the axe to cut down the tree. And all of a sudden your neighbor's head gets in the way, and you cut off your neighbor's head instead of a fucking tree. Duh. And you know what else? You lightened up your neighbor. Lost, the avenge of blood, pursue the slayer, while his heart is hot, and ever take him, because the way is long, and slay him, whereas he was not worthy of the death, inasmuch as he hated him not in the time past. Wherefore I command thee, saying, thou shalt separate 3 cities for thee. They're allowing this axe murderer to go free. I say, the Lord said that I give you how many cities? What? There's 3 separate cities over here that you can flee to, because you had an accidental killing where you're chopping down a tree. Instead, your neighbor's head got in the way and you chopped off your neighbor's head. But then your Lord God said, hey, it's okay. You didn't mean it. You can flee to one of these other cities, have refuge, and forget about it, buddy. Deuteronomy 28:42. All thy trees and the fruit of thy land shall be locust consumed. All your trees, all your groves, all the fruit of thy land shall be locust consumed. There are no trees. So curse this one who hangs on a tree. No, curse all the trees. It's barren. Nothing. Nothingness. It's all locust consumed. Cursed are all the trees and all the fruit that's locust consumed. 28:42 of Deuteronomy. And cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. Galatians 3:13. Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. Deuteronomy 21:22 and 23. What about the other two guys? Huh? How come Jesus is so special? We had two other guys there, one guy over there and one guy over there, right? What makes your Jesus so special? Mark 15:32. Oh, Mark 15:32. Let Christ, the King of Israel, descend now from the cross, that we may see and believe. And they that were crucified with him reviled him. You know, you're like, you're all so mighty and powerful. Why don't you just get up, down on the cross? No. No. Hey, why don't you? The two thieves were in him saying, hey, what the fuck? You're supposed to be a son of God or something like that. You're supposed to be almighty and powerful. You could heal people, walk on water, turn water into wine. You could bring people up out of the dead, but you can't do shit about your own crucifixion. You're just going to lay there like a baby and wah. Luke 23:29 onward. For behold, the days are coming in which they shall say, blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bear, the paps which shall not suck, then shall begin to say to the mountains, fall on us, the hills to cover us. Or if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry? There were also two others, malefactors, led with him to be put to death. There's two others going along with them. There's a straight line of three people. 1, 2, 3. These two didn't matter. How come this guy was a fucking magic wand? Like frosted Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. One little magic wand. What about these other two guys? There's nothing special magic about what they did. They did the same thing. There was no magical fireworks and splendid extravaganza about these other fucking two guys. Were there? Frosted Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. And Frosted Flakes brings out the tiger in me. Roar. Yeah, it's magic. But Luke 23. Luke 23:32. And there were also two others, malefactors, to be led away with him to be put to death. There's 1, 2, 3 people lined up. There's 3 crosses. How come these other 2 guys aren't so special? But this one little jack off guy right here is your frosted Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. Frosted Flakes brings out the tiger in me. I'm gonna fucking die for your sins. Really? If I'm losing any viewers, I don't blame you. It's like an hour and 12 minutes. I'm gonna keep going. $23. 23:33. And when they were to come to the place which they called Calvary, where they crucified him, and the malefactors, one on the right hand and the other on the left. 34. Then Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. And they parted his remnant and cast lots. And the people stood beholden, and the rulers also with them were derided him, saying, He saved others, let him save himself. If he be the Christ, the chosen of God. And the soldiers also mocked him, coming to him and offering him vinegar, and saying, If thou be the king of the Jews, save thyself. And the subscription also was written over him in letters of Greek, in Latin, and Hebrew. This is the king of the Jews. And one of the malefactors which were hanged railed on him, saying, If thou be the Christ, save thyself and us. We want to be saved too. If you be the Christ, the Son of God, you can surely save yourself and us too. Really? But the other answered and rebuked him, saying, Dost not thou fear God, saying, Thou art in the same condemnation? And he indeed justly, for he received the due reward of our deeds. But this, and we indeed justify, for we received the due reward of our deeds. We deserve what we got. He didn't do anything wrong, did he? But this man has done nothing amiss. And he said unto Jesus, Lord, remember me when you come into thy kingdom. Jesus said unto him, Verily I say unto you, to this day forward thou shalt be with me in paradise. Did he actually transport him up into fucking heaven? That's another contradiction video where it'd be something else where we get into the resurrection stories. But here this guy says he did nothing wrong. He was an ass kisser to Jesus. And Jesus said, You could go up to heaven with me this day. Really? Cursed is everyone who hangs on a tree. Cursed is everyone who hangs. Isaiah 45:16. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to the confusion together that they're maker of idols. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. They shall be ashamed and confounded, all of them. They that shall go confusion together that are making of idols. Isn't you like your Jesus cross, right? Cursed is everyone who hangs on a tree. And wow, you shall be ashamed and confounded. Those who are in delusion together that are making of idols, like your Jesus cross, right? Two Samuel 18. 2 Samuel 18. Do all crucifixions matter? Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. There's only two cross references that I ever went through. All the others said tree. So, what are we going to get into now? No, pages stick together. Two Samuel 18. 10. No, we still don't got it. Come on. Let's give me a different book. I gotta get this. Page to stick together. Finally separated 2 pages. Damn it. 2 Samuel 18, verse 10. And a certain man saw it and told Joab and said, Behold, I saw Absalom hung on an oak. Absalom was also crucified in a 2 Samuel story in chapter 18. Two Samuel 18:14. Then said Joab, I may tarry thus with thee. And he took 3 darts in his hand and thrust them through the heart of Absalom while he was hanging yet alive on an oak. 2 Samuel 8:15. And 10 young men that bear Joab's armor compassed about and smote Absalom and slew him 10 on 1. Hey, they must have hated this guy because they had to have 10 people kill one guy. They fucking hated Absalom. And when they hung him on an oak, they throw darts at his chest. Oh, what a fucking horrible guy this was. Wasn't he one of David's sons or something? Right. Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. Galatians 3:13. Deuteronomy 21, verses 22 and 23. Cursed is the one who hangs on a tree. I hate Christmas trees in Jeremiah 10. But Isaiah 41, my lovely Christmas trees, look how I created them. Look at them. Joshua 10. Joshua 10:26 through 27. And afterward Joshua smote them and slew them and hanged them on 5 trees. There's 5 trees, 5 of them. What makes your Jesus so special? One singular guy? Yeah, but 5 trees. And then he cast them in a cave wherein they had been hidden and laid great stones on the cave's mouth. Remind you of some kind of other story? Didn't they just throw Jesus in a cave, put a stone in front of him? Here he crucified, I don't know, it said it was 10 men. 10 men on 5 trees. He threw them in a fucking cave and put a stone over it. Joshua 10. '26 through 27. Luke 9:23. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. That means he wants you to fucking be crucified too. He says, if any man want to follow me, you got to do the same shit. Carry the fucking cross. And I don't even give a fuck if you get crucified too. Two Chronicles 28. Four to 5. More pages that stick together. What? 20. Four to 5. He sacrificed also burnt incense. He sacrificed also burnt incense in the high places and on the hills and under the green tree. Wherefore the Lord thy God delivered him into the hand of the king of Syria. And they smote him and carried him away with great multitude of captives and brought them to Damascus. And he was also delivered into the hand of the king of Israel, who smote him with a great slaughter. Tune in all along. I still have one viewer. I'd say fuck this video. I'm done. Bye. You know, if you're a Christian viewer, you could dump your religion.